Howdy, our friends. It's Miss Perhai and Rosie, and we are so excited because we are getting ready to celebrate Dot Day. Are you excited, Rosie, about Dot Day? Yeah? Are you gonna make your mark on this world? You are? Oh my goodness, it's gonna be great! So I couldn't pass up the opportunity of celebrating Dot Day. And so this year we are gonna make a dot using radial symmetry. Radial symmetry is when it has symmetry all the way around. We're going to be using some art supplies like watercolor paints, some tin foil, some pencil, and some Sharpies. But if you only have crayons and paper at home, you can still do this project. I hope that you have fun creating your dot and thinking about how you're going to make your mark on this world this year. For this project, you're going to need some white paper. Any size is fine. You're going to need a plate that fits within that paper or a bowl. You're going to need a pencil, a Sharpie, you're going to need some scissors, and you're going to need some parts to go in your art. So go ahead and pause the video and collect your supplies. First step is this. You're going to take your plate or your bowl and you're going to flip it and make it fit on your piece of paper. Using your hand and your pencil, you are going to trace around to make a circle on your paper or a dot. Remove the plate or the bowl and voila, you have a circle. Using your pencil, write your name and the year so you can remember what year we made this dot. And remember, no name, no fame. The next thing you're going to do is flip it like a pancake. Using your scraps or a ruler, you're going to divide your circle up with some lines. We're going to do one in the middle going vertically and one along the side going horizontally. Then we're going to use two diagonal lines to break it up again. I like pizza slices. You want to make sure that all your lines are connecting or to the point in the middle. So make sure all your lines are connecting to the same point in the middle, just like a pizza. And they don't have to be even, we can always trim it up later. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to use simple lines to go around each pizza slice. Just like this. I'm using a bumpy line, and each time I draw a bumpy line, I'm connecting it to the other slice's bumpy lines. If you try to rush this, sometimes your lines won't connect and it won't look the same. I'm going to use a zigzag line next, or an upside down V. Kind of looks like a mountain. Each time I draw this mountain, I am going to connect the next slice's mountain to the one before, going around. And I like to turn my paper as I do this so I can be a little bit more precise when I'm connecting my lines. I think I'm going to do another curved line to connect. This one might be a little bit tricky because it's getting wider as we go to the outside of our circle. The key thing, whatever line you choose, is to remember to connect them as you go around your pizza slices. Go ahead and choose your lines and fill up your pizza slices to the outer edge of your circle or dot. See where it takes you when you make a mark. All you gotta do is start. Paint a dot and watch it splatter. Make a mark. Make it matter. Make it matter. And when somebody else thinks they can't draw a line, remember. Once your pizza slices are all balanced, we're going to use a black Sharpie to make our designs and lines a little bit bolder. So go ahead and pick up your Sharpie and start to outline your drawing. And remember, if I'm going too fast, you can always pause the video. Make a mark. Make a mark. Make a mark. All you gotta do is start. Paint a dot and watch it splatter. Make a mark. Make a mark. Make a mark. Make it matter. Make it matter. After I was finished outlining, I decided to add a word that I would like to be this year, how I'm going to make my mark on the world. I chose the word kind. How will you make your mark on the world? Maybe you want to add it to your design as well.
pretty paper, like a polar bear in a snowstorm. See where it takes you.
For the second part of this video, you're going to need some different supplies, maybe paints or markers or anything that you have to add color. I'm going to use tinfoil and watercolor paints to create a printmaking process. We are going to actually not paint our dot, we're going to paint the tinfoil. So go ahead and pause the video and get your supplies. My set of watercolors have not been used in a while, so I'm going to take a little spray bottle and spritz them to wake them up. Everyone say, Buenos dias, green. Good morning, red. Alright, now that they're awake, we can use them to paint directly on the tinfoil. I'm going to choose all the colors because why not? And I'm just going to paint splotches on my tinfoil. You're going to need some water too to wash your brush off in between colors. Remember, dip it, swipe, and swirl. I'm going to use some yellows and a little bit of red at first. I'm just going to continue this process, adding splotches of color all over my tinfoil, making sure it's good and juicy.
Can't draw a line. Remember that you can help below that squiggle. Help them sign and make a mark.
That I'm finishing up my color splotches, I'm going to take my paints and paintbrushes and water and set them aside. I'm going to use my spray bottle to just spray the paint to make sure it's good and juicy. If you don't have a spray bottle, you can always just flick it with your hands. Ask permission first. You're going to flip your dot, press it in, and rub it against the tinfoil. What's going to happen is it's going to create a print of your paint onto your dot, kind of like tie-dye. Ooh, this is where the magic happens. Very cool. Art process is never really finished, so I think I'm just going to add a little bit more watercolor in the spots that my tinfoil did not get. So maybe just take a watercolor brush or maybe some crayons when it dries, and you could go back over your dot and create a little bit more design and patterns within your pizza slices.
All you gotta do is start. Paint a dot and watch it splatter. Make a mark. Make it matter. Make it matter.
I hope that you had fun creating this dot and reflecting about how you are going to make your mark on the world. Remember, you are kind, you are positive, you are mindful, you are creative, you are amazing, and you are an artist. Happy Dot Day!